Hey guys, how you doing? Orlando Backyard Garden, and guess what? I'm gonna give you guys a tour of my backyard food forest. It's December, it's the end of the year, might as well. So guys, follow me. Hey guys, guess what? We're gonna do a little tour. It's December 10th. Here is the sugar apple. This is a seedling sugar apple. I have a seedling Adamoya there. You got some bananas. Got a little rack of bananas over here. I believe this is a dwarf Namwa. These guys here are probably gonna be your tall Namwas. I have a passion fruit all up against the vines. And as you can see, they will take over everything. So you have to make sure to stay on top of them because they're trying to get over this tree. And eventually if I let them, they'll get up on the roof and it'll be a big mess. I have to go in there and cut them back. These are some dwarf bananas that I have here. Got a rack there hanging. I believe these might be dwarf Cavendish. And there's my going crazy passion fruit, purple possum. This is a custard apple. I actually pulled it out of another spot a couple months ago, and she looks like she's growing back. Got a little bit of a dieback, but at least it is growing back, so that's a good thing. This is a dragon fruit trellis, which I started here. Different varieties of dragon fruit, and hopefully they will get up here. I still have to put the top on, but we still have time for that. So that can wait. And the passion fruit, it tried to climb all over the tree. I had to cut it back. But this passion fruit, it is vigorous. So anybody trying to grow a passion fruit, just keep that in mind. Got a citrus here. This is a pomelo citrus. Looks like she's getting ready to do a bit of flushing because you'll usually see yellow leaves like this as it tries to pull some of the energy out of these older leaves so it can do some flushing in spring. So that's what's going on here. That's what's going on here. I don't worry about it. We got a nectarine, white nectarine tree. She's going dormant, so she's losing all her leaves. I have another nectarine over here. And actually, let's go up. Let's walk up the hill, guys. I got a little sapodilla here. I recently put a graft on there. So we're gonna see if that takes. I got a mulberry over here. Pineapples. I got a loquat seedling over here. Your lemongrass, otherwise known as fever grass. That there here is your Barbados cherry, acerola. I got an avocado here tree. This is the Oro Negro. It's doing pretty good. I got a little sapodilla. This is a sapodilla seedling. Don't ask me what the type was. It was just a seed that I planted. And the whole idea is just to have something that's a little cold hardy, that grows pretty quick, that'll fill this space up. Because I'm trying to fill this side up. This is my north wall. So I want to have trees that are cold hardy on this side and can offer a little protection to everything that's inside over here. So we got the Oro Negro. We got another avocado here. I forgot the name offhand. Maycock or something like that. Got some more bananas over here. This is moringa that I chopped back. I use it for harvesting, making my powders. I have another moringa over here, but I like I said, I chop it back. I got some dragon fruit growing on here. So I'm really using it as a trellis, and all the fresh growth that keeps coming back, I just use it for the leaves to make powder. This is my mulberry. She's already going into her hibernation mode, so she's dropping most of the leaves. And I actually have to give it a tip, prune it back, but I will usually do that a little further in the season, right before she pushes out. I'll be taking off most of these bigger limbs over here. This was a grafted Oro Negro, but I pulled out the rootstock from a different location and it doesn't look like it's happy, but we'll see. Still possible she might regrow. Got some Katuk, edible Katuk. This is another avocado over here. This is my tallest avocado. This is actually a seedling, a Lula seedling, I believe. It's what grew back when this tree got killed back in 2018. So it's the rootstock that grew back apparently. I have some Oro Negro grafts, some Brogdon grafts on here. So hopefully, eventually I'll get all this lower canopy grafted. And if I have to chop it down, at least, you know, I'll have the lower canopy with the grafts. And then she can grow back the rootstock part. We'll see. Hopefully we'll see if it'll give us some good fruit. This here is my red moth sugar apple. They are now in their dormancy stage, so they pretty much, the anonas pretty much drop their leaves. This is gonna be your Gefner Adamoya. And these I do trim back, but I usually do that later in the season, right before they're ready to flush. I will either trim it back, I'll tip it back low, or I'll just go around and just pretty much tip the branches so that all these branches will kind of flush out. And you know, anybody that knows about anonas, where they flush is going to be where you're going to get your blooms at. So you want to try to tip your trees right before they flush out so that you get more blooms. At least that's what they say. That is the plan. Doesn't always work that way. This is another little seedling avocado here. I got a little graft on there, see if it takes. But I've been trying to graft onto this one. Haven't had too much luck. So she's there. Grumi Chama, right up under the big Royal Ponciana. She's in there. Not doing much. You know, we're in December now, so things ain't really growing much. I have dragon fruit over here, right up, going up the trunk of this tree. This is your Suriname cherry. This is my hog plum. I moved it from a different location and it dropped all its leaves, so we're gonna see come spring if she actually comes back. I wasn't a real fan of the fruit of the hog plum, so I moved it so that I can put an avocado in its place. You got some Thai ginger here. I got a little monstera up in the front here. My little monstera, which I planted there to see if it does well. We got some of these Turkish cap hibiscus. And if you know about these, they are edible. This little tip here has some sweet nectar. You can suck it. Good stuff. And you can also eat these as well. This is edible. And this does grow from cuttings. If you want to propagate this, just cuttings, put it wherever you want. Over here we have a custard apple. It's going over here. Not doing much. Hasn't dropped its leaves yet. We got another mulberry here. I believe this is a Tice. Got another one here next to it. I'll just clump them together. I believe this is also a Tice. These back here are your Mexican sunflowers. I'm trying to form a little kind of a block back here, wind block, for all the mangoes and everything else that's inside. I got a improved Pollock avocado here. I did move it, so it dropped a bunch of its leaves. It's not looking as good as it used to, but it's still alive. It's still good. This is a citrus here. This is a lime. It's a sweet lime. Yeah, it's a sweet lime. And I have another lime grafted from one of my trees that's grafted to it. So there's two types of limes on this one. Got some dwarf Cavendish bananas here. This is a mango, which I am trying to make a little cocktail tree here. This is a honey kiss. I got a little pickering graft here, and then this is the rootstock, which pushed out, but for some reason it's looking, I don't know, it's weird that the rootstock would be looking that way, but there it is. Super Julie. Nice swollen buds, no panicles. Last season, November, this thing was already blooming out. It's a tangerine tree that I have here, Starburst tangerine. You got Silas Woods, white sapote. This is Spanish lime. It's planted there. I didn't think it was gonna grow, but it seems to be happy, so it's gonna have to get pulled out eventually because I just put that there on a whim. It's not the one that I really want. These trees, you'll need a male and a female. If you don't know, Spanish lime, you do need to have a male and a female for it to produce fruit. So you won't know it's a male or female till it's pretty big. But they're supposed to be a little bit cold sensitive, so I'm surprised that that one is still there, thriving. Coconut cream, mango. This is your little patanga tuba. I have a Valkyrie over here. Some dragon fruits, and they're growing up this old citrus that I cut back. They're pretty much reaching the top. So I'm gonna have to see what I'm gonna do to get them, put some kind of something around these tops here to kind of get them to hang over on something. But they're doing pretty well. Little ice cream mango over here. Let's go down this way. This is a sapadilla that I have. Now, it was supposed to be grafted, but apparently it's a rootstock, and it's not grafted. I've had it in the ground for about 5 years, and no flowers, so I'm thinking that's a rootstock. This is my Fairchild mango. It's probably my biggest tree that I have. Even after I cut it back this season, it still grew back. Another one of my moringa trees, which I cut back, and I'm using as a trellis for the dragon fruits. So there you got a few dragon fruits going up there. This stuff I cut back, the new growth, cut it back, and I use that. I harvest that. This is unknown variety of mango that I have. It does produce fruit, but I still don't know exactly what the variety is. Sweet tart mango over here. I still have some hibiscus, Roussel hibiscus. I'm trying to let the last of the blooms do their thing so I can collect them, but the last blooms are pretty small, so I think I'm just gonna take her down. They're not really growing in size, so I don't think it's even worth just keeping it. Got another one over here, another Roussel over here. Still has some blooms. And then I got a little pluot back here. Plum, what's this one? Let me see, I always forget. Okay, this is the plum cot. So there's a plum cot here, pluot. I got them planted there already a couple years. I'm still evaluating them, see how they do here in Orlando. They haven't been doing pretty much, so I might actually take those out and maybe try to put them in a pot and see what I can do with them, because if they're not going to produce, then I don't want them taking up space. This here is my Tropic Snow peach. Still hasn't lost its leaves. But yeah, this one produces, but I do have an issue with fruit flies. So I'm not sure of its future, whether or not I'm gonna stay with this tree. I already got rid of my other peach tree because of the fruit flies. It's just too much of an issue growing trees, and the fruits are all getting messed up by the bugs. Purple possum. So this is another purple possum vine I have on this side. Mexican sunflower, which I use as a chop and drop. I have it up next to my Fairchild, so hopefully it'll offer some kind of protection, cold protection. That's the Fairchild from this side. I got some guandules, pigeon peas. They're doing well even with the cold. They're still hanging in there, so they might overwinter fine. This is a Scarlet Beauty plum. Pickering mango. A few bananas that I put in the middle there. Lamwas, I believe. And they'll just grow up in the middle there. They don't take up too much space, but what they do is they sometimes will shade out an area. And then that becomes a problem. More of the Mexican sunflower. Now this, like I said, I use it as a chop and drop, so I do have it scattered around because, you know, I want to have enough to be able to use it for fertilizer purposes, you know. This is a Medley plum. It has yet to set fruit for me. This is actually, this last season was where I got a lot of growth from it, you know, since moving it to the spot. So hopefully this year we'll see. Hopefully I'll get some fruit off of it. We'll see. P22 mango. And if you guys have noticed, we're here, it's December 10th, and I don't have any blooms, any panicles, which, you know, I don't mind. But last season, the same time, I did have trees that were in bloom, and this year I have pretty much nothing going on, which is okay. Eventually they will bloom. You know, the later they bloom, you know, sometimes it's better. Because if we do get cold freezes, it's just gonna kill those early fruit sets and early blooms. So, you know, I'm not in a rush, but I just did notice that compared to last season and the years before, the blooming is late. Alrighty, let's go down here. My fruit punch mango. Got a little papaya there. I have a Monstera Deliciosa growing over here, growing up against this money tree. And the little mini papayas. I just had one recently. Not bad. Doesn't have seeds. It's seedless. Wasn't super sweet, but it was good, decent. Didn't have that funky taste. Because what I usually do, let me swing back. I will usually come and scar the fruits. That's why you'll see these lines. When you scar them, it makes the sap come out. So you milk the sap out of these, and the sap is usually what has that funky taste to them. So if you do this throughout the season, it removes the sap, but it also will confuse the papaya fruit flies. It makes them think that the fruit has already been, has had eggs laid in it. So they won't go in and lay their eggs if they think that, you know, other fruit flies have already laid eggs in it, because then that'll mean competition for their, you know, their eggs, and they don't want that. I skipped my yellow papaya, which actually I haven't been doing the little scarring thing on these. So these, I've already had a few that the papaya fruit fly have messed up. They've been hitting these guys. See, this one here has soft spots, and I'm sure it's not good. That's the yellow golden papayas. Haven't tried one yet. This is your chaya. I have some chaya growing all around. You can also use this as a chop and drop. You know, it gives some kind of shade protection. It also gives some kind of cold protection if you, you know, strategically plant it in different spots. And this is purple possum. This is actually not the same vine. This is another cutting that I did. So you have two vines running up on this fence. This is a volunteer tree. It's called joyweed. It has some medicinal properties to it, but yeah, this one just popped up out of the blue. I guess it's a volunteer, but look at all the little blooms. Beautiful, huh? Those little bloom puffs that it produces. Creme de brulee mango. This is a lemon zest. And actually, this is lemon meringue. And guys, look at that. You see that? I pulled corm out of there. I thought I had pulled all the banana corm out, but look, apparently I didn't, and they're still pushing out. So I gotta come in and remove those. And you're probably saying, but why? I have more bananas here. Too many bananas, as I mentioned before. They throw a lot of shade down, and I want these mango trees to get as much sun as they can so that they can get good growth and I can get good fruit off of them. This is Venus right here. Some more bananas. These tall bananas are gonna be your Namois, and some of them are gonna be Manzanos. And I have a bunch of pineapples all up in here. If you didn't notice, all my pineapples. This is the side that they grow the best, the pineapples. They grow large, and I get nice plants in this area. Okay, and that was the honey kiss. And I got more bananas. Since I removed most of the bananas from this area, I kind of started putting a few of them up on the side here. So I have some growing over here. Sugar cane over there. All right. And let's move on. Let me show you what else we got going on. Pineapples are going to be all over the place. Little pineapples. This was DM4 mango. All right, this is a plum as well. Now this is Satsuma. It has not been very productive for me, the Satsuma. I believe maybe it doesn't have, it's not getting enough chill hours. But check this out, guys. She's actually gonna push some blooms. Yeah, she's actually pushing blooms. I didn't notice that, but yeah, look. Satsuma is pushing blooms. It's a little early, in fact. I didn't even get a chance to tip those branches down. These tall branches, I will usually tip them down before she even starts to bloom, but she started blooming, so I don't want to go ahead and tip it. These are grafts that I have on here. I have a peach graft on here. I got some Scarlet Beauty, some Medley plums. So I grafted other things onto it to see if those would maybe produce fruit, since the Satsuma part wasn't. So its future is in question. Depends on what it does this season. I might be removing it. If it doesn't do much, and I'll put a mango or something else in that area. That's a good spot for a mango. Okay, this is a seedling. It's a lime. It's a lime tree, so it does, because it's a seedling, it does have seeds, but it does produce. It's a very good producer. It's very susceptible to the leaf miners. They love this tree, and it's because this one has larger leaves. They seem to like the ones that have larger leaves. They don't go for the citrus with the smaller leaves like tangerines. But yeah, it's just cosmetic, guys. So, you know, a lot of people growing citrus see this, they don't like it. they want to try to control it, but you know that you'll be, I mean, it'll be a battle. You'll be doing it constantly, spraying, and you know, it's cosmetic. It's not gonna kill your tree. So I learned to live with it because I don't want to be spraying, you know, forever. I'll spend my whole rest of my life trying to spray to kill these things, and nah, it's not gonna kill it. So what else we got over on the side? Got a few bananas that I got in pots. I got another dragon fruit growing up on here, and that's the dragon fruit on my moringa from this side. Y'all guys didn't see. On this side, this is another citrus. Most of the citrus have been pulled off, but I have a few that I gotta pull off. These guys over here that are already going yellow. This is a pomelo. It's a seedling pomelo. It does have seeds. It's a white flesh pomelo, but it does very well. As you can see, guys, it's a big tree. It's still alive, and it should be blooming soon. What we got for you? And more bananas up in here. I got trees and pots, more seedling trees. Some of the cuttings that I took off for that lime, I got them in pots as well. You should give them away to friends. The sapodilla, as you can see, if you look at this is winter. In the winter time, she'll start getting this coloration on the leaves. It's nothing to worry about. Most trees are just this color this time of the year. I have another dragon fruit going up on this pole, my sign pole. There's more dragon fruit. There's another Spanish lime. So, I mean, I could take a chance and plant this one right next to it, and maybe I'll get lucky, get male and female. I don't know. But if I don't, then you'll have these trees growing, taking up space and never producing. So, you know, it's fun to grow stuff, but if it's not going to produce for you, you know, growing seedlings, you know, you don't know what's gonna produce after 6 or 8 years of having it grow, and then not knowing what's gonna come off of it. You know, it's a chance that you take. And if you have space, do it. But for me, I don't have space. I have to grow stuff that's gonna produce. Phoenix mango. It's got a few grafts on here. I got Edward, Sweet Tart. I got Pineapple Pleasure on that one. Phoenix. So this one's a multi-grafted. I got an Edward over on this side. Little moringa tree here that I use for harvesting, so it doesn't really get to grow much, but I chopped the leaves off of that one. Then we got a star fruit. This one is the I always forget how to say it, but it's the Sri Kabangan star fruit. Doesn't have any fruit at this time, and this is usually where it would have some fruit. It's got some flowers. It's still growing. It's still getting acclimated to the spot, so I'm not really worried about it. Sugarloaf mango. I still got some of the hibiscus. These have to come down. I gotta harvest what I can from them and get those trees knocked down. We're on the other side, the gloomy chama. I have a little citrus growing there. Not doing much. I might take that one out as well if it doesn't do much. It's the other side, the avocado. You got a caramel mango over here. Pretty close next to the Pineapple Pleasure mango, which is over here. We're on the other side, the carambola, not the carambola, the acerola Barbados cherry. We have a little pickering over here. All right, we're gonna go down into our little middle section. I got my little tangerines here. This is a seedless tangerine, very productive. Produces smaller size tangerines. They do have seeds in it, and they tend to be a little on the tart side, unfortunately, because that's how seedlings are usually. I got some stuff in pots. Little Barbados cherry cutting over here. You got a CC Love. This is a jackfruit that I have growing here, a seedling. I got a jackfruit in a pot. It's not doing too well. I got this jackfruit here. It's an older one, but I can't seem to get it start thriving enough to put it back in the ground. Got a little pickering over here. What else we got for you guys? Got a DuPont Saigon mango. You got this one here. I love these flowers. Chinese lantern. Got some more. Another P22 mango here in a pot. Seedling mangoes, which I usually use to graft. I got some Anonas, sugar apples. Some of them are not in the best shape because it's winter, and a lot of them will go dormant, especially if they're in pots. They go dormant, but come spring, they're all gonna grow back, so I don't worry about it. It's not something I worry about. This is a little lychee. I've had this lychee for many years in pots, and it's a sweetheart. It has produced flowers for me. Never sets fruit, but it has produced flowers for me. And then I got a bunch of other stuff. I got the little red hybrid jaboticaba seedlings that I have grown, little peanut butter fruit. A lot of little things in pots. Here's some more of the jaboticaba. Some more dragon fruit cuttings that I got growing out. This is my red hybrid jaboticaba right here. That was my Kesar mango. Got stuff like sea soul spinach over here. The Egyptian spinach growing there. Bananas, Manzano bananas. Yeah, guys, so that's pretty much it. I got some little seedlings, random seedlings, avocado seedlings are in here as well. You know, I let stuff grow, you know, till it's time to pull them out. But yeah, guys, that's it. I showed you everything. You know, the cold that we've gotten hasn't really damaged anything, but that's pretty much it, guys. So take it easy. Peanut. This is my pineapple pleasure graft. So I have no blooms this year. My blooms are just a little way behind, guys. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the tour. And I still got some basil here. Smells beautiful. Smells lovely. I still have everything in pretty good shape, and hope you guys enjoyed the tour. This is stuff that I keep in pots. I didn't show you guys, man, but I'll show you. I have a lot of desert roses that I have in pots. You even got your Christmas cactus. Yeah, with the little blooms. Yeah. So I got a lot of little knickknacks there that I haven't showed you guys. My pandan plants. They're growing big. Yeah. Hoyas that grew up in the trees. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the tour. Please like and subscribe. And this is Orlando Backyard Gardening. Signing off, y'all. Hey guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Please like and subscribe, all right? You guys take it easy. Have a good one. Bye.